All right, guys, we're in a spiritual battle. It's a mental battle. It's a physical one. But most importantly, it's mental. And this battle is called Armageddon. By dictionary definition, Armageddon is a site or time of final conclusive battle between forces of good and evil. And a lot of people say, and a lot of people know that we're in the last days. And by the way, all the knowledge that I'm gonna go through today is from Yahweh. And as I go through it, I ask that you guys take notes and just listen with an open mind. But here's you. This is you right here. This is you. Yahweh, God, whatever you want to call God of this planet, I go by Yahweh. That's what God's name is to me, and that's what God's name is overall once you look at all the names of God. But, okay, let's just say Yahweh gave us free will. All right, so he gave us free will. Everyone has their own free will. And you get to choose between evil and you can choose between good. And I'll put it on the screen right now. I have this scripture right here. By the way, everything that we do is going to go through the Bible. We're going to go use Bible principles to explain this mental warfare that's going on. Because you guys are probably wondering, why are you cursed? Why are you blessed? What causes curses? What causes blessings? Why is the world evil right now? In the Bible, we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 30:19. I'm gonna put it on the screen as well, but it says, I call heaven and earth as witness against you today, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life so that you and your descendants may live. So right here, we see that life and death is set before you, blessings and cursings, good and evil. So right here, this is you. You have a free will. You have your mind, your body, your soul. Let's just say, for this example, let's just say a free will. Let's just keep it simple as one thing. This is you. So in your daily life, you get to choose what you want to do. That's the free will that was given to you. Oh, right here we drew a picture too. So we drew a picture. As you can see, it's a person. Half of his brain is sad. Half of his brain is happy. Same thing right here. All right, so good versus evil. All right, so I'm gonna get a black marker for this one. Actually, let's do red marker. All right, so we're gonna split it in half. Okay, we're gonna split it in half. We're just gonna split it. And let's just say your daily actions. You know what you should be doing to be the richest, happiest, healthiest. But let's just say you start off the day, you stub your toe, you have a bad day. All right, so you stub your toe, now you're mad. You have angry feelings and you're feeling pain. Let's just say you're feeling pain, okay? And then on the good side, let's say this person has a good day. Let's just do two scenarios. Someone has a good day, someone has a bad day. Let's say you wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face, you're feeling clean, you're feeling happy, you're feeling refreshed, you're feeling happy. Let's just put happy right here. So you're having a good day, okay? So let's say the evil person, okay, let's just say the evil mind, they're mad. So they throw off everything. They throw off every single thing that's productive and they start just doing bad stuff for the whole day. Let's just say it's like a lazy day. It's a lazy, non-productive day. Let's just say they're mad, so they don't want to do anything else for the rest of the day, okay? Because that happens to a lot of people. One bad thing is like a avalanche effect, snowball effect, where it's going to create more bad in your life in that day, for example. All right, so let's say they're lazy that day. And let's say the good person, they wake up, they're having a good day, and they're productive, okay? All right, so this person's productive, this person's being lazy. Overall, who's gonna have a better life? Let's just say they do this for the next 365 days. Who's gonna have a better year? Who? Obviously, the person that's been mad and in pain and that's been lazy, they're still gonna be in their whatever circumstance they're in. They might be still poor, unhealthy. Their whole life is gonna be mad. Their whole year is going to be mad. But the person that had a good day, good productive day, for the whole year, let's say they do that every single day for the whole year, they're gonna have a good business, they're gonna have more money, they're gonna be happier, they're gonna have good relationships, they're gonna have good everything, their life is gonna be good. Now I wanna show you guys something, all right? So everything in this world, you have to question every single thing. We're gonna play with the words a little bit, all right? So see what happens. I'm gonna add one letter and I'm gonna subtract one letter from one of these things. All right, so if we add one letter to evil, we add a D. What does that say? It says devil, right? And if we subtract an O from this, then that's God. All right, so, all right, stay with me, okay? So this is good, this is evil, this is the devil, this is good, God. All right, so good is God, evil is the devil, obviously. It makes a lot of sense, right? So right here, Satan, let's just say the devil, the opposition of God, of Yahweh, he wants you to feel these. He wants you to feel pain. He wants you to be lazy. He wants you to have all these negative emotions. He wants you to be unhealthy. He wants you to be fat. He wants you to be dirty. He wants you to be earthly. Hopefully you guys could read that. My handwriting, hey man, don't criticize my handwriting, okay? That says earthly, by the way. Okay? And then this one, he wants you, God, Yahweh, the good side, he wants you to be healthy. He wants you to be fit. He wants you to have a sound mind. He wants you to be at peace. Okay, let's just say all these different things, okay? But you're still in the middle right here. You're still in the middle because typically a normal person's day, they have some good things and they have some bad things. But then sometimes these people let the bad things overpower and dictate their whole life. For example, if you look at someone who believes in generational curses, all it takes is a few bad things. You're around, let's just say your family or bad influences, and your whole life becomes this. Your whole life becomes angry. You hate your family. You guys are all mad at each other. You guys are angry. You guys have jealousy and enmity against each other. You guys are feeling pain. It's a pain to be with your family, even though you love them so much. It's a pain. You can't stand your dad or your mom or your brothers or your sisters. It's pain. It's painful to be with them. So then your whole life just becomes this. Your whole family, you guys have generational curses. You guys have diseases that run through the family. You guys are earthly. Let's just say that your family, they believe in the traditional system. They don't believe in the new age of life. They're just so traditional, so worldly. They're stuck in their ways. They're earthly. Okay. And let's just say your family is lazy. So your family is lazy, and let's just say your family is poor or something. Okay. But let's just say you have a good family. You have a good family. You wake up, your mom loves you, your dad loves you, happy, no negativity. Your whole family's productive. Your dad owns a business. Your mom owns a business. Since you were a little kid, they've been teaching you about business. So when you get to a certain age, you create your own business. You guys are all fit. You guys are all healthy and fit. Like, you guys are like literally physically, mentally fit. All right. And you guys are at peace. Your family's at peace. Who's going to have a better life? Who's going to have a better life right here? All right. So this is obviously a godly family. They have godly, good principles. And then this family, Satan has control over this family. See, a lot of people separate it as family, but it all starts with you, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys how it all starts with you, because right here, you're in the middle again, and everyone knows the scriptures where it's like, don't be lukewarm. You don't wanna be in the middle. You wanna choose a side, all right? Because look, I'm gonna put it this way. If you don't choose a side, this side is gonna choose you. Because, okay, the scripture where it says, don't be lukewarm, let me pull it up real quick. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither hot or cold, I will spew thee out of my mouth. All right. So if you don't pick good, what? All right. Let's just make this make sense. If your whole life, let's just say you're stuck in the middle and you're offered the opportunity, everything is just good in your life, and you would choose to keep going back to the bad stuff, why should Yahweh give you more good? He's gonna see you. He's trying to give you the good things, the best things of life. You keep going back to the bad side, the evil side. You keep going back to the devil. You keep trying to get some of what he has to offer. So Yahweh's going to look at you, God, Yahweh, whatever you guys want to call him. He's going to look at you and say, okay, go keep that then. Keep that. I'm going to go give this to someone who cherishes it and that is grateful for it. He's going to give it to someone that's grateful for it. All right. But a lot of people don't know that they're stuck in the middle. I'm going to point out how a lot of people are stuck in the middle, okay? Because a lot of people think that they're happy or that they're productive, but secretly, Satan has a lot of control over you. Satan is very sneaky. He's very subtle. He even says that in the Bible. It's talked about how the serpent was the most subtle beast of the field, all right? So the devil has a lot of control over the average person's lives, and I'm gonna point it out. I'm gonna point it out because it's very important to point out Satan and point out the devil. So a lot of these people who experience pain and laziness and unhealthy and dirtiness and earthly mindedness, they can flip over to Yahweh's side and can actually learn and understand and see the good things of life. You don't have to be stuck on this side. You don't have to be stuck. And that's what I'm gonna point out in today's video. All right. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just flip this over. So what we learned, okay, right now, if you're in the middle and you're trying to choose between good and evil, Satan's still gonna win. Satan wins right here, okay? Satan controls this whole area, all right? He controls that whole area. And then let's just say God, Yahweh, he only wants people that choose him 100%. You can't have, okay, that's what faith is. Faith, you have to have pure confidence. If you have pure confidence and choose goodness, choose the good side, you choose Yahweh, you choose God, then you're going to experience that for your whole life. But you can't be in the middle, because if you're in the middle, then that means you're half and half. And you're obviously, that's what Satan wants you to be. He wants you to be confused. He wants you to be lukewarm. He wants you to be half. Just because you don't choose Satan all the way doesn't mean that if you're in the lukewarm, you're safe. You're not safe being lukewarm in the middle. You're still on his side, basically, because he just wants to keep you as far away from Yahweh as possible. And for Yahweh, he wants you to be 100% with him. So you cannot be in the middle. And I'm gonna point out how a lot of people are in the middle, okay? All right, so one thing, let's go ahead and erase this. I definitely need to buy some erasers, but for now I'm gonna use my shirt. It's kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie. All right, so I just watched a movie. Everyone watched this movie. This movie is called Sinners. If y'all want me to do a full breakdown of this movie, that movie is very biblical and has a lot of biblical principles in it. But in the movie Sinners, you have the vampire. You have the vampire who they exposed to be the devil. So he did a lot of sneaky things in that movie. So basically what he did, he had people's family. Someone have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, the boyfriend would get bit and turn into a vampire, but they'll be too scared to leave their family, basically. So then he'll basically trick them with their loved ones, their own loved ones, bring them to the evil side. All right, so I see that a lot in this world right now. So you'll have a person, right? You'll have a person, and then you have the good life. They want to be richer. They want to be successful. Dang, this marker is this marker out, bro? All right, this person wants to be successful. They want to be different. They want to be different than the rest of their family, okay? They don't want to go through the same path, the same toxic traits. They want to be different. They want to have a better life. All right, to sum it up, the person wants a better life. They want a better life than what their family can offer them. Because let's be honest, a lot of people's families, your families, let's just say they're stuck doing the same things. They have the traditional way of thinking. They haven't found out the truth. They haven't found out the solution, how to fix all their issues. And then the whole generations, it goes generation by generation to generation of them all doing the same thing. But you want to be the person that wants to be different. You want to be the person that probably wants to be the first millionaire of your family, of your bloodline. You want to be the person that makes a difference. All right, so you have your family right here. It's a lot of people. Let's just say it's a lot of people because typically the whole family run on the same frequency. All right, and then you're this person right here. So let's say you want to have that good life. Your mind desires this. Your mind desires this. But what Satan does, this is the sneakiest thing that Satan does, the devil, okay? I'm gonna draw a heart, okay? I don't like drawing hearts, but it's just good symbolization to show this. You love your family, okay? And your family loves you, okay? Your family loves you. But with love and family comes a lot of issues. There's a lot of toxicity. You guys, let's say there's a lot of toxicity, toxic. It's a lot of hate. It's a lot of jealousy. What else? It's a lot of people holding you back. It's a lot of people holding you back. But you love them and you won't leave them. You won't leave them because you love them so much. I see this all the time, okay? You have two choices, okay? You got two choices. You have three. You can either continue to try to push for this side, try to be successful, try to be different, try to be more productive. But then you can also try to love your family. And it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But the only way that you can have both of these is if you turn these people, if you are strong enough to turn these people to this side, then you can have both. Honestly, you can have both. But if not, you are going to struggle. You're going to struggle to have this because these people are going to be holding you back with love, all right? And with that love comes all these negative emotions. They're going to be holding you back. They're going to have jealousy over you. They're going to have hate, and they're going to be toxic towards you. It's going to be love, but it's going to be a lot of negativity that comes with this. And if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment sections. But a lot of families are like this. For example, let's say it's a little kid. A little kid, he wants to be the biggest Fortnite player of all time. He wants to be the richest. He's the best Fortnite player in all time. But his parents are like, man, you're not gonna make money. You're not gonna make money playing video games. Like, come on, like I'm gonna send you to boarding school now. All right. And then they don't let him follow his dreams. So now, even though he loves his parents, let's just say he's in college. He's in that college gap. He can either go to college, move out on his own and pursue his own dreams. And let's say he happens to pursue his own dreams and becomes that millionaire, becomes successful, has a better life. If he would have just listened to his parents, he'll be held back. He'll be held back from his dreams. He wouldn't be able to go be this, or the timeline will be like delayed. If he puts all his focus towards this, then he's going to achieve his goals. And that's what he wants. That's what he desires. But if he listens to his parents, their parents are telling him to go to school. Fortnite is not going to make you no money. You're going to be poor. Then he'll choose love. And then his whole timeline, his whole life will be held back by his parents' beliefs. They're pushing their toxic beliefs on him to prevent his success. It's like a math equation, okay? Well, that's just one example, okay? That's one example of what the devil does, okay? So here, let's erase this real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys another example. So this one is your family. Your family is one of the top things. If your family, just how you can't be lukewarm, your family can't be lukewarm. Your family can't be happy and supportive one day, but then hate you the next day. It just doesn't work like that, okay? So you gotta, it's a battle of your mind. Remember, the beginning of the class, I said it's Armageddon. It's a battle of your mind because Satan wants you to be in the middle or he wants you to choose his side 100%, okay? And what you don't know, Satan uses people that you love against you constantly, daily, because that's the easiest way to trick someone, okay? And here, let's do a list actually. So Satan has a few people that he'll send to your life to hold you back, all right? He has family, friends, your friends, and your let's just say your environment. Okay, your family, your friends, and your environment. Let's say you are starting a business and you have a whole group of friends. All your group of friends, they like to party, drink, do random activities, worldly activities, but you want to push and be successful. Let's just say you start saying no to the parties. You start saying no to hang out with them. You start putting that time towards your business, putting your time towards your dreams and your goals. What are your friends going to say? Your friends going to say, he switched up. He changed on us. Oh, he thinks he's too good for us now. Your family does this too as well. Your family does this too. You become too good for them. And what is this? What are they trying to build in you? When they say, you're too good now, you should take this as a compliment. Because if you're trying to work on your goals and people are saying you're too good now, that's actually a compliment. That's a good thing, but they don't mean it in a good way. That's why I wrote it in red. Red is negative, okay? Let's just say red is negative because they're trying to use this to hurt you. They want to use this statement to make you come back to hanging out with them again. They want to use this to hurt you, but it's all perspective. If you see this, you're too good now. You're too good for us now. That's what an ego is, okay? If someone says you're too good for us now and they're nowhere near where you want to be, let's say they're right here. This is their level and you want to be up here. And then they're saying and they're saying, oh, this picture, I don't think this describes what I'm trying to say right now, But let's say this is your friends and your family. Okay, this is your friends and your family. And then this is where you want to be. This is your dream life. And let's just say you're in the middle right here. You're like rising up. You're rising up. You don't talk to them as much anymore. This is, okay, I should probably do this in a different color. Yeah, 100%. Okay, yeah, let's do this in a different color. Okay, black is you. This is you. You're like rising up a little up. You're slightly above them. You're not too far ahead of them because it's progress, okay? Let's just say you used to be here. You used to be with them. You used to hang out with them every day, party. You spend family time, go to the family dinners, watch movies with your family, do every single thing with your family. And then boom, you start transforming, you start upgrading, you start getting better. Let's just say you're starting to be more productive. You start working on yourself, working on your goals, working on your dreams. And they hit you with this statement: you're too good for us now. They want you to come back down and hang out with them. They want you to drop down back to this level. But if you see this as a compliment, you're too good for us now. And that shows you that you're not at this level no more. They see you as here. Even though you might not see yourself as at this high yet, they pointed it out. You're too good for us now. You're leveling up. You're better than us now. So that shows you that you're getting closer to your goals. But typically when someone sees or hears this statement, they like to go back down. They like to go, oh, I'm too good for you guys now. Let me go spend more time with my family. Let me go hang out with my friends. Maybe I should go party with y'all real quick. Like maybe I have been spending too much time by myself or separating from y'all. Let me come back real quick. And then boom. All it takes is that one time. You go hang out with them. You go spend time with your family. You back here now. You put yourself back. You put yourself back on the frequency as them when you were up here. And now you're further away from your goal. And then let's just say you stay here, you get stuck in that cycle. It's a hamster wheel. See, I like hamster wheels. Hamster wheels is a good way to show life, all right? Hamster wheels. Boom. You got the hamster right here. The hamster be running. He be running. Yo, this is the ugliest hamster I've ever seen. But he just be running. He be running forever, and he stays at this spot. He wants to break out the cycle and be over here. That's like the goal. Like he's running, but he doesn't know that he's running in place. As he's running in place, he's just stuck here. He's stuck in a cycle. See, when you get back in here, you broke out the cycle. You got over here. You broke out the cycle for the first time. Maybe the second time. Maybe it's just a whole cycle of you going, leaving, rising up, and then coming back down. Maybe that is your cycle. But you broke out. This shows that you broke out. You were that hamster that got out the wheel. Okay, you got out the wheel, but you came back. You came back into your will. You came back into your old habits. Let's just say your old self, your old habits, your old frequency. Usually your old frequency is aligned with your old environment. Your old environment is the people that you hang around, the areas that you hang around, the things that you do. It's your habits, it's your environment, it's the things that you put yourself around. That's why it's a statement that says you're a sum of the 5 people you hang around the most. So if you hang around your family and your friends and they're down here, nowhere near to your goals, you're going to be the average of these people. All right, let's draw another picture actually. Let's draw another one, okay? I'm gonna make this make a little bit more sense for y'all, man. All right, this is my first time doing a video like this. Hopefully this is making sense to a lot of you guys. I really want this to click with a lot of you guys, all right? And this still goes back to Armageddon. This is a battle of your mind. See, Yahweh wants you to choose him. Yahweh wants, let's just say Yahweh, God, whatever you see as the highest power, the creator of everything, the creator, the person that's in perfect, all good power, okay? Yahweh wants you to choose him, but Satan wants you to be in the lukewarm or to be on his side. So he's going to throw multiple different things at you. Let's just, there's another scripture. This just hit me. It's called the straight gate. See, the path to life, all right? The path. Ooh, I love this, bro. This just hit me. Yahweh, praise Yahweh. Okay. So we have, let's just say God. Okay, we have God, Yahweh right here. All right, and then we have Satan. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have Satan. Let's just say evil. Okay. The path to evil is infinite. You could do unlimited, infinite evil. You could do infinite evil and he's going to be happy. You're pleasing him. But for Yahweh, it's a straight path. It's a straight path. Like there isn't infinite ways for you to follow Yahweh or follow God. There isn't infinite ways, but there's infinite ways to do this. For example, how you follow God, Yahweh, it's like, all right, you follow his laws. You follow his laws and commandments. Okay? You be divine. Okay, let's just say you be divine. You be unearthly. Let's just say unearthly. And then you be good. Okay? The word good, I want you guys to think about superior. Because everything that Yahweh represents is just being superior. He wants you to be the better version of yourself. He wants you to be better at every single thing that you do. All right? But Satan, he wants you to be free. He wants you to be free. He wants everyone to say what they want, do what they want, wear what they want, talk how they want, dress how they want. He gives you freedom. All right? He gives you freedom. He gives you, see, even though Yahweh gave you free will, he gives you free will, but, okay, he gives you free will, but that's for you to choose good versus evil. See, Yahweh can flip his fingers like this and make every single person on this planet follow him. It'll be that easy, but that's why it's a test. Temptations and tests. He wants people to love him genuinely. He wants people to love him with their own heart. He doesn't want to like just force people to love him. Because all right, imagine a man has a wife, right? Imagine a man has a wife and he forces her to love him. He's just buying her gifts, giving her money, buying her gifts, but secretly she doesn't love him. She's just there for the money. She's just there for the blessings, for the money. That's how he sees you. If he just forced you to love him by just blessing you for no reason, it'll be artificial. You'll be like a girlfriend like that, a girl like that just gets blessed like that just gets money. She's just gonna go after the next guy that gives her money. It's not gonna be like loyal. There's gonna be no loyalty. It's not gonna be genuine. It's not gonna be real love. So if you are able to break out of this and escape the offers that Satan has and just choose Yahweh, then you will have real love for Yahweh and Yahweh will have real love for you back. But you have to choose Yahweh first. You have to choose God. You have to choose his side. But basically, Satan, what he does, he offers you freedom. He offers you freedom. He shows you that you can do whatever you want. You don't have to follow laws. You don't have to be unearthly. You could be earthly. You can drink, you can smoke, you can have fun, you can do anything that you want. You can do anything that you want. That's what he offers for you guys, or everyone. That's what he offers, okay? That's what he offers. He wants people to have this freedom, this sense of freedom. And it's like a fake sense of freedom, right? Because in this world, the thing about Yahweh, what he offers, his freedom lasts forever. It's like when you actually choose God, when you choose the good side, when you choose that, you get heaven. Your life is heaven, it's peace. I spelled heaven with an M. That's crazy. All right, you get heaven. You get eternal life, You get eternal life. But Satan, he gives you, see, Satan, everything that Satan does is temporary. See, people, when they do drugs, they feel a state of heaven when they do drugs, right? They feel a state of heaven, but it's temporary. See, when they do drugs or alcohol, okay, I spelled that so wrong. Let's just say even sex, drugs, alcohol, what else? Parties, anything that's worldly, parties, okay? Any of these worldly things, they're all temporary. It's like once this party ends, you go home, you're lit. You come back You wake up the next day, your life sucks. You're back in hell again, okay? Once you do these drugs, boom, drugs, let's just say the drugs last for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Let's just say it lasts 24 hours. After those 24 hours are up, you went from this state to even lower state. And then you need drugs again to get you back up. But when you get back up, you're gonna go to an even lower state. And every time you do it, the state that you're in just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. And you're gonna keep needing that drug to get to this level until you get to rock bottom and you become an addict. You become you becoming your worst state possible. You becoming your worst state. Satan can only provide you with temporary happiness, temporary heaven. It's a fake heaven. And that's what he wants you to feel. It also goes with the word dopamine. I want you guys to look what dopamine is. If you do it's dopamine. Satan offers you this dopamine. He offers you this temporary high feeling. But if you just choose good and you lose interest in all of these things, you're in a permanent state of heaven. You're literally in a permanent state of heaven because you don't depend on these things to get you to this level. Because when you wake up every single day, you're already at that level. You're already at a high level without any external substance. Your whole mind becomes heaven and you gain eternal life. Your life is everyone. Okay. This is another thing. Everyone is living, but not everyone has life. Everyone is living, but not everyone has life. A lot of these people are walking out here. For example, if you go to a mall, you go to a public area, you go to a football stadium, 99.99% of those people are dead mentally, physically, and financially, and spiritually. They're all dead. Probably barely any people actually have real life. They actually enjoy their life. They're living in heaven. They're living in a state, in a consciousness, in a frequency that is high, that's full of life, okay? That's another thing. Okay, if you guys want me to break some more stuff down, please comment what you guys want me to break down more, because I'm going into a territory that I didn't even plan on going into. All right, I want to see what this James 4:7-8 scripture is. I wrote it down in the beginning. Oh, okay. This scripture says, "Submit yourselves therefore to God, Yahweh. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Okay. All right. So I'll put that on the screen as well. But basically, if you submit, all right, let's just say this path right here to God, if you submit to this path, you start following the laws, you be divine, you be unearthly, and you just be good, you be a righteous person, you be a good person. If you do that, you submit and you flee from, if you resist the devil, my bad, I just ate, my fault, y'all. Yeah, where are my manners at? But anyways, if you resist the devil, let me look up words for resist real quick. See, a lot of people will read the scripture, they'll see the word resist, be like, oh, I just need to resist him. I just need to fight him back. Okay, fight him back how? You have to, the thing about Yahweh, which is the God I follow, he has you really break down every word for word, so you can actually understand it. And once you start doing that, you actually can understand what the Bible is actually saying. And you find out that the Bible is the most powerful book in the world. Everyone, all these people online that teach you how to get rich, all those gurus, they're actually following the Bible principles, but they just don't give credit to Yahweh. See, the difference between me and them, I'm giving all the credit to Yahweh. None of this knowledge is from me. It's all from Yahweh. But the word resist. Resist means to repel. So when someone offers you one of these, repel them. What does that mean? Repel means to drive back, okay? It means drive back, turn away, reject. So someone offers you any of these, reject it. You reject it, okay? Obviously, yeah. Someone offers you anything that's negative, anything that's not serving to your higher purpose, reject it. Tell them no. That's another thing. Satan makes it seem bad for you to say no in this world. That's another trick that he does. He makes no seem like a bad word, okay? If you can say no, you can say no. And if people say, oh, he thinks he's better than us, who cares? If you're that low of a frequency to say, oh, he thinks he's too good for us now, I am too good for you now. If you're that low of a frequency, then like, that says a lot about you, bro. That says a lot about you. That's something, like, instead of saying something like that, oh, you're too good for us now. Why don't you ascend and get higher and like level up with me, rather than trying to be like pointing me out as, if that went over your head, it went over your head, but some people are going to understand that. Okay. More words for resist. We have battle. Okay. A lot of people don't even battle Satan. All right. Like, a lot of people, they get offered this instant yes. They're like, yep, give it to me. But instead, they don't be like, nah, should I do this? Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't need this right now. They don't even try to think about it. They don't even think about their actions. They don't think about it at all. Okay? We have challenge, contradict. You want to contradict Satan. All right? You want to contradict him. All right? This word freedom is interesting because freedom implies that you're free. You don't have anything to abide to. But that's why good people in this world, it's a godly habit, a godly characteristic to have discipline. When you have discipline, you deprive yourself of freedom. You deprive yourself of freedom to uphold your discipline, which is a godly principle. That's why it's very important to have discipline. All right. But Satan doesn't want you to have that. He doesn't even want you to battle that. He doesn't want you to have discipline. He doesn't want you to say no. He wants you to say yes every time, bro. He wants you to say yes. And, you know, a lot of people, if you get it, you'll get it. And I hope this helps a lot of people because, yeah, like, this is a lot of knowledge right here. This was actually a lot of knowledge. Praise Yahweh. Thank Yahweh for all the knowledge that I told you guys today. But overall, if I did a summary of everything that we went over. All right, so I broke down all of this. I broke down that it's your family, friends. But another thing is yourself. Yourself is sometimes your biggest enemy. It's your biggest enemy. Yourself can be worse than your family and your friends. Sometimes you're battling yourself. And you got to understand that when you're battling yourself, it's not really yourself. See, there's multiple parts of you, and I'll break that down in a second. Give me 1 second. Let me just erase all of this real quick. Board a little messy. I need to get some like dry erase wet fluid to clean this board and stuff, you know? All right, so back to what I was saying in the beginning of the class. You have your free will, okay? So you have multiple parts inside of you. You have your mind. So your mind. You have your body, and then you have a soul, okay? Your soul, every single person who has a soul, your soul comes from Yahweh. Your soul is a thing that comes from Yahweh, and they put it in the movies. They will draw a person, okay? They'll draw a person, all right? And let's say he has some big shoulders, okay? He has some big shoulders, and then they'll put a devil and an angel on his shoulders. They'll put a devil. Okay, we'll just put a red dot as a devil, and then they'll put an angel on his shoulders. The angel's always telling them the good stuff. Yeah. So your mind is like, let's just say your mind's like neutral. Your mind just chooses whatever it chooses. You know, your mind chooses whatever it chooses. The soul is the part that comes from Yahweh. So your soul will be like that angel on your shoulder. Your soul wants you to live. Your soul wants you to be closer. It wants to reconnect with Yahweh. It wants to reconnect with God. It wants to reconnect with him. Let's just say it wants to do that, okay? And then your body is what Satan has the most control over. Your body is the thing that has the most temptations. All right? For example, you get hungry, you get thirsty, lust, all these different things, all these negative characteristics all like come from your body. Your body is basically like the target for Satan. Satan wants to go after your body. He wants your body, but if you let your body control your mind, this is going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. I ain't going to lie. Okay? So your mind, you have to get your mind to pair up with your soul. If you can get your mind to pair up with your soul can then overpower your body. Your soul can literally overpower your body. And then it's like, Oh my gosh, your soul could overpower your body, but your body is literally just there to prevent that. Your body is like a prison for your soul. Your body is literally a prison for your soul. Because if it wasn't for your body, then your soul will be able to just jump, fly up. It'll have like just unlimited like strength and power, okay? But your body is literally just there to contain your soul. It's literally just, it's a prison basically, all right? So once you allow your soul to overpower your body, then, okay, you have to get your mind to your soul and you let your soul overpower your body. And then it's like, you have no restrictions. You lost all temptations. Satan really can't even have power over you, okay? But that doesn't mean the tests and temptations and stuff are off. You still always have to battle this stuff until, let's just say until the time comes, okay? But it gets to a point where the tests and the temptations become nothing to you, okay? See, the test, let's just say you know pork is bad for you. It's a law in the Bible to not eat pork, okay? Let's say you eat pork every day. The world makes this the most cheap, most affordable, most easiest food and meat to get to, okay? They want you to eat pork because they know it's against Yahweh. So they want you to eat this nasty meat. I'm saying it's nasty because once you do the research on it and understand why it's nasty, it's actually nasty, okay? So they want you to eat pork, okay? Let's say you get to the point where your mind listens to your soul and you stop eating that. You no longer eat that. You have no interest in it. You understand how nasty it is. Your mind can comprehend how nasty this is. So then you're helping your soul because your soul just wants to give you life. Your soul just wants you to live. And your soul knows that you shouldn't be eating this. Your mind just has to understand it and choose that. Choose not to do this anymore. So boom, you don't eat this no more. You lost all interest in it. It no longer exists to you. You can't be tempted with pork no more because you understand that it's nasty. So then you get a new test. You get some new tests. All right. Now your family comes. You guys got a family party. See, the tests work in different ways. Tests work in so many different ways. Now you got a family party. Let's say you got a family party, and before you had no interest in this, your family this is their favorite food. That's their favorite food. So now, let's say you go to this family party and the only food there is all contaminated with pork. It's only pork, it's hot dogs, chitlins, bacon on everything. Every single thing in this party has pork in it. Every single thing. You now have to decide, okay, it's either I try to tell these people how nasty pork is. Your family, let's be honest, 9 times out of 10, they not listening. They not listening. They not giving up pork. Let's just be honest. Okay, they not giving it up. But let's say they do. Okay, let's say they could do. It's possible that they do. But let's just say at this party, that's all they have. So it's either you stop going to these parties. They're like, okay, these people are not trying to work with my dietary restrictions. I need to stop going to their parties. All right, let me lose interest in their parties. You either try to help them, try to make them stop eating pork so you can actually hang around them, or you just stop going to their parties. Or every time you go here, you better be strong enough to just not eat everything. You better be strong enough to fast. A lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people might just take a bite of something and face the repercussions later. Okay, but let's just say, yeah, you have to, that'll be like resisting the devil. See, once you resist the devil, let's just say you go to the party. They're like, yo, son, like I made you this perfect meal, son. Like you always eat it. It's your favorite meal. That's gonna be your first time saying no to the meal. I hope you're gonna say no. Let's just say you say no, you resist the devil. So now, later in the future, they're not gonna offer you that pork. They're not gonna offer it because they know you lost interest in it. So Satan is going to have them introduce another test. He's gonna have them introduce another test to you. Instead of pork this time, let's just say it could be the simple statement of you're changing, you're better, you think you're better than us, you think you're so better than us that you won't even eat our food at our party. So now your family starts building like hate and like resentment against you, okay? They build hate and resentment. They think, oh, he just doesn't want to eat our food because he's too better than us now, okay? So now your whole family thinks negative about you. It's going to get to a point where it's either they fix their actions or you just have to get away from this negative frequency, because you are trying to change. You're trying to change and be better. You're trying to be good, okay? You're trying to be good. You're trying to be more peaceful. You're trying to be more abundant. Let's just say more abundant, more blessed. More blessed, let's go with that. You're trying to be more blessed. See, you're going to have to end up choosing the good side 100% of the time. But your family is going to keep bugging you. They're going to keep introducing new temptations, new tests, new problems, new negative emotions. They're going to keep trying to bring you back in. They're going to keep trying to bring you back in until you're to your old self, until you're at your old self again. All right. So this class is kind of everywhere, bro. This is my first time doing a video like this. It was pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. It was really fun. It was my first time doing something like this. Let me know if you guys want me to go into anything more deeper. This is my first time doing this, so it was everywhere. I'm gonna try to be more structured next time, but I hope this made sense, and I hope that you guys can understand a little bit how the devil works, because basically, back to the first topic of class, it's Armageddon. Armageddon is a battle of the devil and God. It's a battle of good and evil. Okay, I pointed at the wrong things, but it's a battle of good and evil, and it's all in your mind. It's literally all in your mind. All Satan wants you to do, Satan just wants you to be on his side. This is all of Satan. Realistically, all of this is Satan's side. All of this is Satan's side. But the closer you get over here, the more he's gonna try to bring you back. He's gonna try to bring you back in as much as you go over here, all the way until you get all the way inside of here. Once you get inside of here and you choose Yahweh, you choose God, you choose the higher version, your better self. Once you choose this and you're unyielding, you don't break to anything, you lose interest in everything that he has to offer, then it's like, you're still gonna get tested, but you're gonna know you're good. You're gonna be confident in yourself and confident in your morals. And once you're here, you become this. You become happy, you become fit, you can become at peace, you become a sound mind, you become fit, your life is better. But Satan wants to keep you here. He wants to keep you lazy, unhealthy, dirty, and earthly, which will lead to death, okay? Back in the beginning of the class, we talked about how Yahweh put before you blessings and curses, death and life. This is the way of death. This is the way of life, okay? Hopefully this all made sense to everyone. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe. Praise Yahweh for all the information. Praise Yahweh for this class. It was a really good class. And yeah, remember, all the knowledge that I said, all the wisdom, knowledge, everything is from Yahweh. It's from God. It's from Yahweh, okay? None of this stuff is my own. I didn't even know half this stuff before I started teaching. That's why it was kind of unorganized. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys can learn and change from whatever we went over today.